And I'm not saying they're selling out, but I feel like it's a false sense of black liberation. You can't talk about liberation and freedom when you're selling to, for lack of, selling to the oppressor. I mean, it's just what it is. Selling to the oppressor. Now, also, I was looking on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter much at all, but every now and then I'm looking through there. I'm looking and seeing what people saying, and I saw a comment stating that, you know, how come black people can't see this as generational wealth? And in my mind, I'm like, generational wealth for who? If you no longer, maybe I'm not understanding. Maybe one of y'all can let me know. But I mean, generational wealth is basically passing on whatever money you've gained in your life to your heirs, right? To your family. It's not really about community. You know, my outlook on generational wealth has changed over the years. Like, don't get it twisted. You should definitely set your family up when you pass. Have your life insurance, have your things in order so they don't collect your debt. Leave something for them so they can, have a little boost in life, right? But people have used generational wealth as a way to, I don't know, it's like to find this way to basically participate, to be major part. I mean, we're all participants in capitalism because that's the society we live in, but it's just been this big push of black capitalism in our community. And I don't want to get too much into it, but it's I have my outlooks on it, but I feel like this is that type of move. Even though she stated that this is a sell up, they're going to still be doing things within the community. And I'm not saying they're selling out, but I feel like it's a false sense of black liberation. You can't talk about liberation and freedom when you're selling to, for lack of, selling to the oppressor. I mean, it's just what it is. Selling to the oppressor. You can't mask it as liberation. It's black. It's capitalism. And that's what it is. I feel like, and I'm not saying that they can't still help the community. Of course, if you have, you can still help the community by donating and building programs and different things like that. You definitely can. So I'm not taking, and I'm also not saying that they should not have sell. I feel like at the end of the day, that's their business. They have to do what they feel was right for them financially and what they can handle and could not handle or whatnot. So who knows? Maybe their children didn't want the business and they was like, well, let me go ahead and let us just go ahead and sell it since they don't want it anyway. They want to do their own thing. Who knows? We don't know the reason because they didn't really disclose why, but she definitely said in an Instagram post that this is not a sell out. This is a sell up. I definitely think I definitely don't want it to be masked as some type of black liberation because it's not. It's definitely capitalism. And like I said, we all participate. And I'm not telling nobody don't get your money, get your money because I'm going to get mine. But we do have to, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to leave that alone. Because I'm a business, creating a business myself. So it's something to really think about, and it's like, I don't want to pass judgment because who knows what I have to do in my future. You know what I'm saying? So it's really something, it's a really sticky situation. And I can understand the consumer's point of view and I can understand the owner's point of view. It's just hard to tell. So do I feel that Mielle Organics, the owners, are sellouts? I wouldn't say they're sellouts. I definitely wouldn't say they're sellouts. Let me not say they're not sellouts. I don't believe they're sellouts. I feel like sometimes people just do what's best for them and it may not be favorable to the masses sometimes. I don't know the ins and out of their business and what their business goals are. I don't know that. So I don't want to call them sellouts because they could possibly be doing way more for the community than someone who is just sitting by their computer with their Twitter fingers typing up, right? But I will say as a consumer, I feel like I would prefer to purchase from a black owned company, especially when it comes to hair care and beauty care and things like that, and skincare. Like, as much as I can. Now, of course, everything I have is not black owned, but when it comes to my hair, I think pretty much a good 99% of my stuff is black owned, with the exception of maybe one or two things. Everything I put in my hair is black owned, and that's because I feel like someone who is black is going to make a product that is for me. You know, I just feel I just feel better about it. That, and also support keeping because we do, it's good that we have ownership and things like that. I don't feel it's necessary for me to purchase a non-black owned hair care brand. So would I necessarily be purchasing anything from them? I don't know. Like I said, I honestly never bought anything anyway, except for that one rose oil, and that was a few years ago. So I don't know. Maybe let me know. Will you still be shopping with Mielle? And like I said, they still could be contributing to the community, so I'm not gonna call them a sellout. I don't know what it is they do, but they got some money now, child. So, and like I said before, I'm not necessarily canceling them and doing all of that. I don't, all that cancel culture and stuff. But it's whether, if you gonna buy it, you're gonna buy it. If you're not, you're not. That's how I look at it. But one thing I do want to say, add to this, that, like I said before, I don't want us to mask this as some type of black liberation. At the end of the day, this was more for them than more for the consumer. Because if it was really for the consumer, they would have kept it black owned. I don't know if they're changing it. She said they're not changing the ingredients. But whatever it is, I feel like anytime you're selling to a non-black, or you're selling, and it's not necessarily a financial, well, even if it is, it was for them. And at the end of the day, as a business owner, you have to do what's best for your business and what you feel is best for you. It's just what it is. That's the way of the world. But we're just not going to spin it to make it seem like it's some type of black liberation, generational wealth thing. Because the generational wealth is not for the community. It's for them. And that's okay. It's just the world we live in. But and I understand that they have to kind of spin the narrative and give the politically correct answer. So I get it. Business is business, and whether we like it or not, sometimes you have to play the game. You got to play the game sometimes, but let's not mistake it for liberation. Let's call it what it is. It's capitalism. Point blank, period. Now, what y'all think about Mielle Organics selling their company? Will you still be purchasing their products? Have you purchased their products before? Do you like them? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.